Hello, princess. What's a girl like you doing in an asylum like this? Wait, don't tell me. You're Edna, right?
Hey, how do you know that?
There isn't much that Dr. Marcel can hide from me. That he's keeping you locked up in the tower, for example. So we seem to be fellow prisoners. By the way, people call me the Keymaster. Isn't that the cutest nickname?
What else do you know about me?
Just that a dark secret links you to the Doctor. An unspeakable, dark secret. He spends much time and energy trying to erase your memory. One could even say it is a personal crusade. And the fact that you always find a way to remember drives him to great irritation.
What else do you know about me?
Just that a dark secret, he spends much, one good, and the fact...
Do you know how I can get out of here?
Yes.
What?
Yes. I know how you can get out of here. I've had plenty of time to figure out an escape plan. Only problem is, I can't do anything about it in here. You, on the other hand, can move relatively unrestricted out there. And you are clever. Unlike most other inmates.
So, what's your plan?
First, you must find a way to the other side of the bars. Then, you'll have to make a copy of the master key. We'll be able to get out of the building with that. It opens my cell door, too. Finally, we need a vehicle to exit the compound.
Sounds fairly simple, but... How do I get to the other side of the grate?
You'll find a way. I'm sure. Maybe through the laundry lift system. There is a third exit in the basement. But please, don't take any unnecessary risks. If you drop down there without soft padding, you'll break every bone in your body. And that's it for my plan.
How very considerate. Thank you. How do I get a copy of the master key?
You'll have to find the original first. Then you'll need clay for the imprint, a furnace to bake the clay, and an easily melted metal to cast the copy. Gold would be perfect.
Where do I get gold?
Tricky, that. Dr. Marcel keeps his polo trophies too securely to get at them. The only alternative I see is Adrian's medal from the jigsaw contest. However, Adrian is sitting in his cushion fort in the lounge, like Lord Muck, and he guards himself with this playboy. What's his name?
Druggle Jug.
Okay. It's all right. As stupid as Adrian might be, he has a pretty impressive mind-reading act. It might prove difficult to get the medal from him, even if you manage to get past Druggle Jug.
Where can I find clay?
Good question. The clay from occupational therapy has been completely pounded into ugly ashtrays. You can't use that anymore. But maybe it would help you to know that this asylum has been built on a pretty clay-packed layer of earth.
How do I get a vehicle?
Everything in its time. But we're not there by a long shot yet.
I think I know what I have to do now.
Good luck, Edna. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Why are you in solitary?
They think I'm dangerous, and they're probably right. That's all you need to know.
Is there anything else you know about Dr. Marcel?
He is a sick man, guided by hate. Ever since the death of his son, he's been bitter and eccentric, locks himself up in his secret room, and performs these sadistic electric shock treatments on his patients. A dark secret links you to the doctor. He's obsessed with the idea of erasing your memory. Is that enough information?
I've got to go.
Give my regards to Lady Liberty.
At the same time, not far away.
Oh yeah, lights on, lights off. What the heck? The monitors, they're showing a pattern. It's a message.
Here we go! Hello over there!
Oh, a new neighbor.
Who are you?
I am Mr. Frock, of course.
Strange name, that.
It is meant for a human, but I am a...
A frock. I get it.
Oh, no, not at all, you flatterer. I am merely a coat.
Don't tell me you live here.
Why not? This lift offers a lot of convenience for a piece of apparel like me.
And what convenience exactly would that be?
Well, there's this rail where you can put coat hangers. And it's dry. We clothes are very absorbent, you know.
I see. Where's this lift going?
I can't answer that, I'm afraid. There are 3 exits in total. One of them is the laundry in the basement. You get a great view from there. Unfortunately, I forget where the other 2 exits lead.
Why? How long have you been hanging up here?
They used to call me Mr. Toga.
Wow, you are exceptionally white. What do you use?
Astonishing, isn't it? I'm very proud of my colourlessness. I used to be beige, but there's not a lot of light in here, so the pigment's left, out of boredom.
Are there any moths in here?
Don't frighten me. What makes you think that? Have you seen anything?
I had a feeling just now of something moving in the shadows.
Oh, that. Those are just wolf spiders. There are lots of them in here, but moths. Now, that would be a disaster. My fabric is so delicate.
Isn't the next exit due soon?
I have the same feeling that time has slowed down while we were talking. Oh, here it is.
I'd break every bone in my body if I did that. The next exit is approaching. Hello.
Druggle Jug.
Is that your name?
Druggle Jug.
Am I not allowed in there?
Druggle Jug.
But I need to be granted an audience with the king.
Druggle Jug.
Too bad. What a guy. If only I could impress him somehow. Hello.
Druggle Jug.
Is that your name?
Druggle Jug.
Am I not allowed in there?
Druggle Jug.
But I need to be granted an audience with the king.
Druggle Jug.
Too bad. If only I... Hold it. Paraornithological branch of the FBI, Special Squad. Sergeant Edna.
Druggle Jug.
Of course I can show you identification.
Druggle Jug.
You bet. Can I have access to the king now?
Druggle Jug.
Cool. Thank you.
Well, well, well. My scouts reported that you'd be coming. A new power, they said, is on the rise in the eastern realm of the recreation room to overthrow me and my kingdom.
What are you talking about?
So, you managed to overcome my guard. poor, devoted Druggle Jug. I will avenge him with your blood.
What?
But woe is me. My hand is weak, for the weight of a sword is far too much for me to bear.
Have I been temple morphed into the wrong game?
Before you usurp what my dynasty has achieved through the years, my castle, my throne, and my gold medal from the jigsaw puzzle contest, you'll have to defeat me in a mental duel. Are you prepared for the challenge?
A golden medal? Genuine gold?
Of course. And that's not all.
Why? What else?
Well, all right. Just genuine gold. Nothing else. What were you expecting?
I am ready.
So be it. Let the joust begin. There's no turning back now. It's all or nothing. Victory or defeat. Glory or shame. Fish or cut bait.
You know how to create suspense.
I will ask you a question, and you shall give me the answer or perish.
All right. Just ask the question.
Well then, the question is heads or tails?
That's all? Heads or tails? That's the duel for the royal throne?
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails. Well, maybe you'll have better luck next time. Have you had enough?
Well, I'll be gone then.
Cheerio!
Hey, Alu!
Hello, Edna. What brings you here this time?
I have one more question about King Adrian.
Fire away.
Let's talk about something else. I have to get a move on.
Take care of your karma.
The next exit is approaching. This is by far the softest sheet I've ever seen. Though I can think of 1,000 ways to use it, I still think it's too bulky to lug around. I mustn't succumb to my lower instincts. You're not supposed to eat chips in bed. Here we go! The next exit is approaching. This is where the cutlery is usually kept. Oh, great balls of fire! There's cutlery in there. Let's see. Now, what have we here? A knife and a fork. This series of surprises just keeps on coming. What's this? Not one spoon? Where the heck are the spoons? Good idea. Now it's sparkling, like a snail that was hit by lightning. Yeah, I can reach between the desk and the drawer with this. With any luck... There! Success! There's an old key in the drawer. I'll take that. I bet it's important. Dr. Marcel kept it hidden in a locked drawer after all. Let's see. Wow! That really worked! Alfred was very clumsy with this kite.
That little putz was a clumsy oaf, period.
Alfred got this great bike from his father. Mine was from the junkyard. If ever I need an imprint of Dr. Marcel's knee, I know where I can get it now. I vaguely remember Alfred. He was an extremely obnoxious boob, I'll admit that. But to think that he's dead now...
Edna? Edna? The kid was a klutz.
I know.
He was a jerk.
I know. I couldn't stand him.
An idiot. A moron.
A pimpled ulcer.
A bag of pus.
Dumb as a bag of nails.
Cry baby.
Butthead.
Goof.
Brain-dead mother friggin' vomit-munching horse fornicator.
Edna?
I miss him.
I know.
Dr. Marcel will pay for this.
You think? He's got something to do with this?
Look around you. It's obvious that this guy is insane. I know the recollection of what happened back then must be buried somewhere in my brain. This is exactly why Dr. Marcel is trying to erase my memory. And to think he's got the nerve to accuse my father.
We'll find the missing piece of the puzzle, Edna. I promise.
They actually squeezed Alfred into that?
Human bodies are 90% water, Edna.
And considering Alfred's head, I'll raise your 90 to 98%. That's Alfred's homework. Alfred was a real nerd, and he never let me copy off him. What's this? Scribbled on the edge of the page. Mattis Conrad? That's my father's name. But it isn't his handwriting. Although somebody has made a great effort to copy it, obviously. Just a second. That's my handwriting. I don't get it. Why did I sign my father's name on the edge of Alfred's homework? Harvey, do you know anything about it?
Oh yeah, I can remember that day very well. That was the day I taught you how to forge signatures.
That's Alfred's homework. I forged my father's signature on the edge. Harvey must know something about it. Can you remember this, Harvey?
Yes, indeed I do. You and Alfred had a private lesson with Mr. Hornbush. The lesson was utterly boring. And while Alfred did his best to follow, I taught you how to forge signatures.
Do you think we can go back there so I can learn it again?
That should be no problem. Are you ready?
Yeah. Temple morph me to the past.
As you wish. Hold on.
Oh dear. I really do remember, I'm afraid. This is Mr. Hornbush's math class. He was very strict and he always picked on me. I'm afraid that if I don't pay attention, he'll lock me in the cupboard again. This is a riddle you have to solve on your own. Good luck, Harvey.
This is Edna's teacher, Mr. Hornbush. I think Edna is afraid of Mr. Hornbush. The world is too big to spend my time locked up in one place. I should go on a world tour with Edna. I'm more of an art rabbit, not a math bunny. Edna could never stand math. To be or not to be? Edna used to like this skull in particular. Mr. Hornbush reminds me of the fish Mattis gave you for Easter.
Shh. Later, Harvey.
You flushed it down the toilet.
Mr. Hornbush! Edna is snickering again!
Pull yourself together, Edna.
Math is god-awful. Let's skedaddle.
Shh. Later, Harvey.
Do you remember the skull?
Shh. Later, Harvey.
We should venture out into the world.
Shh. Later, Harvey.
Alfred is such a moron. Edna knows a few great ways to insult the ugly frog face. I can make out a pattern. Maybe Edna is interested in exploring hidden island realms. Let's go on a treasure hunt.
Shh. Later, Harvey.
Look at that idiot.
Mr. Hornbush! Edna is snickering again!
Pull yourself together, Edna.
It's a note from Mattis, Edna's father. I wonder if it can be of any use. What does that piece of paper say?
Oh, it's a note from my father. He just forgot to put marmalade on my sandwich again.
There's a letter in Mr. Hornbush's coat pocket. I'd love to know what it says. Hey, Edna! I spotted a letter in Mr. Hornbush's coat pocket. I'm sure it's part of a conspiracy. Shh! Hey, there's a new slide at the playground. Hey, there's a merry-go-round. There was never anything like that in the village before. That ice cream parlor didn't used to be here. They seem to have completely new flavors. I think an ice cream is exactly what Edna needs right now. This is the warmest day of the year. Everyone who doesn't get out today will have missed the best day of summer. Edna! Edna! there's a new ice cream parlor.
Do they have blancmange ice?
From the looks of it, they've got everything.
I'd die for an ice cream.
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment.
Edna Conrad, you keep interrupting the lesson. I'll give you an official warning. On the third warning, I'm putting you in the cupboard. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, Mr. Hornbush. It'll never happen again.
Edna's not gonna believe this! A Ferris wheel! If Edna gets wind of a circus, she'll be even more upset about not being allowed out! Edna! 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 There's a Ferris wheel outside!
No, that's impossible.
I saw it!
That's not fair. Not fair, not fair, not fair.
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment.
I have to ask you to behave, young lady. That is the second warning, Edna. Interrupt the lesson one more time, and I'll put you in the cupboard.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hornbush. It'll never happen again.
Edna, Edna, Edna! There's a circus in town!
What's that you say? A real circus?
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment.
Edna! That's it. Enough is enough. Into the cupboard. Come on, move it.
But...
No back talk now.
That doesn't work that way.
I'd love to know what it says. Can you reach the letter?
Sure. I can't make out anything. It's much too dark in here. That doesn't work that way.
She looks unhappy. It's really handy that the cupboard has a peephole in exactly the right position. This hole in the cupboard could prove very useful. You could pass the letter through the hole. Then I can read it for you.
Good idea.
This is incredible! The letter is from Dr. Marcel, addressed to Mr. Hornbush. The doctor is paying him money to hold you back in school. And he stresses that under no circumstances are you to be allowed to leave class early. Especially, and this one's underlined, when the weather is good.
I can hardly believe it. Obviously, Dr. Marcel has been carrying out a personal vendetta against me for a long time. He'll pay for this.
This all seems a bit illogical to me, but I've seen it written in black and white.
We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Maybe you should ask Mr. Hornbush to let you take part in the lesson again.
I can't believe that you, of all people, would say that, Harvey.
Why? We can wreak more havoc that way.
That, of course, is true. Mr. Hornbush!
Isn't that your father's handwriting on the note?
Yes, why? It's just a little memo about my sandwich.
Well, how about we create our own little note for Mr. Hornbush? In your father's name.
You mean we'll forge his handwriting?
We'll just borrow it. After all, you have plenty of time in here to practice it. Or did you have other plans?
You're right. This really sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll even manage to get out soon enough to enjoy the weather.
That's how you learned to forge signatures back then. You got so good at it that after a while you could forge anyone's signature, just by looking at it.
Yeah, I think I could still do that. I really hope this is going to help me. This classroom is not exactly what I call one of my favorite memories. Okay, I think I could learn to forge this signature.
Sometime later.
That should do it. I can make an exact copy of the signature now. Very good idea. I'll just sign the form with Dr. Marcel's name.
Very interesting, Mr. Pokey. And this object interaction you were talking about, is this happening in this room right now?
Are you even listening? All of us in here are nothing more than...
Hold on a second. Yes, what can I do for you? Why don't you come a little closer? This is the group therapy session for video game designers. If you don't have a signed registration, you can't attend.
I have a signed registration.
Very well then. Please have a seat with the others. Okay, if everybody's ready, would you, as a new member of our group, like to begin, please?
Yes, I'm ready.
Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself to the group?
If that's necessary. Hello, group. I am Adrian, king of the recreation room.
I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
I always got picked first during gym class.
First. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a cat?
Black.
Black. Well, well. The case is clear. You've been struck by lightning. Your inability to resist atmospheric energies has frustrated you. That's why you developed a control psychosis. You have to be on top of everything all the time and everywhere. This desire is so deeply seated that your subconscious has developed precognitive abilities. Why don't you just let go? Not everything has to be subject to your control. Lightning is one of these things. You don't have to feel insecure or helpless because of this. That's it. You're cured. You may go now.
Whoa. I'm stunned. Harvey, are you still there?
Don't worry, Edna. I'll always be with you.
There's only one choice available. Stinky Drink. Man, this barkeeper has the worst chicken scratch since Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee had the tiger claw, Edna.
No wonder you couldn't read it. Yes, I think I can learn the barkeeper's handwriting. He's a bit dyslexic, it seems. He even writes Stinky Drink with 3 X's. What shall I write? XXX. Okay. There's only one choice of written in the barkeeper's chick. Below that it lists what I... Uh-oh.
Hey, it's prohibited to pass through here.
I've got a special permit.
Always the same witty remarks, Miss Edna? Maybe the doctor should be less thorough when erasing your memory. You always come up with the same old tricks. What else you got for me? You're just visiting? You're the newbie? Or no, wait. You're not really even there, right? I'm really fed up with you. Alarm! Patient on the run!
What's going on?
What do you think? There's a patient on the run!
Where are all the others? Aren't Babbitt and Holger around?
Isn't that something you should know? I've been sitting here all day. I don't know what else is going on, but obviously the whole building is in chaos since the doctor went out.
It's just, I've never dealt with an attempted escape before. Alright, I'll just put her in here with the others. That must be what I'm supposed to do. There, you stay here till the doctor is back.
Something seems to have gone patently wrong here. Hey, Alu!
Hello, Edna. What brings you here this time?
I have one...
Fire away.
Let's talk about... I have to get a move on.
Take care of your karma.
Barkeep, one drink, please.
Of course, my dear. What will it be?
One XXX, please.
It's not on the menu.
Of course it is. Bright and clear.
What? Let me see. You're right. What came over me? I don't even have the ingredients for that. Where the hell am I supposed to muster up minced meat? If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the basement and fetch my rifle.
The next exit is approaching. Here we go! The next exit is approaching. Are you still down there?
Hola, what's up?
I finally found a spoon for you.
That's supposed to be a spoon?
It has to be. The barkeeper stirred his drinks with it.
Well, what the hey? This will have to do until you found the proper one. Thanks for your effort.
Cool. I've got mud now. I think I could make an imprint this way. Wow, that really worked. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
You're Watson. I'm Holmes.
I'm Holmes. You're Watson.
No way! I'm totally Holmes.
What's going on out there?
I'm Holmes, and you are Inspector Clouseau.
Deal.